What's up? I love the shirt. It's kind of low cut though. Sorry if I flash. Yeah. I was just writing. In college we did this thing where we write poems, but we'd write centos. It's where you take different lines of different poems and you put them together like in one poem, like as if it's one poem. And I really enjoy doing that. I used to think that was plagiarism, but I guess it wasn't. I miss my teacher sometimes. She was really nice. Anyways, and it was a creative writing class, and we'd write poetry and stuff. And I actually was looking at Emily Dickinson. She doesn't really get a lot of credit, does she? I think she should get more credit, like, for all her work, because she wrote a lot of poetry. Like, if you've ever seen it, have you ever seen her poetry? I mean, look how thick this book is. Look at that. It's ridiculous. The complete poems of Emily Dickinson. I think I like her better than Jane Austen, honestly. Even though Jane Austen wrote books, but Emily Dickinson wrote poetry, and poetry can be really hard to write because sometimes it's like hard to come up with things that rhyme and make sense that's not too vague, but then you have to be vague to be symbolic sometimes. And I've been kind of in a weird funk creatively with like my poetry lately where I haven't really been writing too much. So I decided maybe I'd like maybe try to like write a cento or something using some of her poems, some lines of her poems, and put them together for like inspiration and make like my own poem. And it ended up being really depressing though. I like to read it to you anyway. Hopefully this like gets my brain going more, like to write more poetry, like original kind of my own. Maybe I'll share it, maybe I won't. Maybe I'll get mad at the people from Blogger, maybe I won't. No, I probably will. I'm already mad at them. Okay, so I go to I go to my website on Blogger, this website I have on Blogger that I made, this blog I made, and they like updated it or something, so all my old work from like, well, my old drafts, like the draft page is gone, I can't even find it, and everything I had on that draft page is like erased completely and I'll never get it back. I got so mad when I found that out today. Oh, I was so mad, but I can still write on it. I'm just really kind of annoyed at that. And I wonder if there's like anything I can do about that. Like, who do I complain to? Is there like an HR department or something? I don't know. Anyways, so if anyone else, leave a comment down below if you're also mad too. Or, so yeah, I was gonna read you a poem that I thought of. Okay, the sauntering alone. I actually thought about maybe making it into like a song. Maybe I'll do that next. It was hard to do though, cause like I started writing it. This is like the first couple of lines, but then I ran out of lines that rhymed, like if from like other poems and stuff, and I just was a pain in the, you know what? So I stopped. So I'll just do poetry instead. So yeah, okay. This is how the poem goes. Okay, the sauntering alone, one desert crossed, will feel as cool as land, must thrust the tears away, each heavier than the last, to thy reportless grave. I thought it turned out pretty well. What do you think? Leave a comment down below if you liked it. Leave a comment down below if you didn't. Let me know. Do you like writing poetry or no? Is it lame? I was on a chatting room. I almost said I was in a chat room once, and like one of those like social networking sites or something. I forget which one it was. But anyways, and like this, it's where you can make your own like avatar, and you can like talk to other people, obviously because it's a chat room. Anyways, so and while I was there, I said, oh, I mentioned poetry, and this one guy like kind of was like, are you serious? And then he left the room, and I was like, oh, I guess that guys don't really like poetry as much. Maybe some do, but I guess it depends on the guy. Like it depends on like the person. Anyways, because I used to have a friend from college, and he was really into poetry, and he was a guy, so I think it does depend on the person. So if whether you're a girl or a boy, I think boys could be into poetry too. Like I don't think it's a bad thing if guys are into poetry. I think it's kind of hot. Honestly, I think that's kind of cute. But I've never really met a lot of guys that are into poetry. So yeah, if you're into poetry, leave a comment down below and be my wingman. No, kidding. I'm kidding. I have a boyfriend. Okay, have an awesome day, you guys. Bye.